Whoa!
Wow.
Hello, Tom.
Hi, Lua. I'm glad that you're awake at this hour.
I am too. What a glorious day to be alive.
What a glorious day to be free, yeah?
That our Socho is entering our dimension. You know what? I just realized I kind of feel like a cult member.
Yeah, that's correct.
Our Socho is descending upon us on this fine morn. Finally, she will join us, and we will be reborn.
Oh, we were looking extra crispy today on the
Oh no.
video link. It was fine up until you started streaming, of course.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's fine.
I hate OBS Ninja.
I can't wait for there to be a better solution.
Can I change it? Oh, first of all, it's not in as high quality as it could be. Am I twice as big now?
No.
Okay.
But you did change the resolution.
I did, yeah.
Hello, Demi. Welcome to the Skeletom_CH channel on twitch.tv. Welcome. I love that it lets me know when people are first-time chatters, as though I guess for, you know, big, jaded VTubers or streamers, they wouldn't know, they wouldn't recognize.
I don't know.
Damn. Big, jaded VTubers like Lua V Lucky.
I have really bad memory, so.
That's fair.
So we've found, yeah, you can see Tom's chroma key. So everything was set up perfectly perfect. And then I don't really know what happened, but my computer turned off suddenly, and I had to reset up everything. Literally, I'm not even kidding you, 30 seconds before the stream started.
That's pretty cool.
It's really great. I don't know what happened. That was really concerning. Finally, our Socho is freed from the plane to which he has been heretofore bound. Yes, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, you're still super crispy.
Gosh,
I don't know if there's anything
darn
I can
it.
do about this.
I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Yeah, that's highly frustrating that they have done this. I can't believe you've done this. Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, you found the uncrispy button?
I did.
That's a little better.
Oh, fucker. I hate this program. As soon as I find a different one.
Yeah.
Non-Euclidean VTubers, exactly.
There's been everybody always, well, I guess it doesn't matter right now because you're using VC Face and not VTube Studio, but there's been lots of talks about apps for this kind of thing, and they always boil down to just give your model to someone else and it'll be fine. Or give your model to me, the impartial third-party server, and it'll be fine. You gotta trust us.
I wonder how Iron Vertex's program is gonna work.
I can't wait to see what they've got. I can't imagine it does anything. I think.
I can't imagine it does anything different than yeah.
Yeah, it has to just be this, but with like transparency and like stronger.
Oh, you think it does video? I don't think it does video.
It has to, because they said that you don't have to share your model with anyone. There's no other way. And they said it does items, so it has to be video. Unless they've got like the ultra beta of the VTube Studio item API before Denshi even wrote it.
True.
Like, there's
True.
No way. This is a lot of rambling.
They do video?
Yeah.
Did they say that? Where did they write that?
It has to be.
Luna's saying that it is in fact video. Wait. Or no, or are you saying the Eno cheat 2D test video? Oh, no. Okay, sorry. I'm y'all, it's 5 o'clock in the morning for me. That's why I'm whispering.
5 a.m.
I really didn't even basically go to sleep. Iron for text this video? Okay. You're going to quantumly entangle Kson's body with a 3D model for Mocap. Oh my god, I'm so excited for her to ascend. Okay.
That's a statement and a half right there.
Okay, so someone tweeted Kson bingo, and I want to evaluate our cards. Where's OBS? I have like 3 OBSs open. Okay. Oh, it's way over here. Bam, here's my card. Which
I can't see, but I'll trust you.
Yeah.
You told me about your good spaces. By the way, Ricky Hirsch, hello. Thank you for renewing your subscription. 5 months in the Skeletom
I'm too
group.
quiet.
I'm too quiet. That's
yeah, I turned you up. It's good.
That's unusual. I'm typically very loud, I feel like. And Millennium Cyborg, good morning, motherfucker. Indeed.
Oh no, I just saw myself in your stream. I'm so crunchy.
It's a little crunchy. If it can't be helped, it can't be helped.
It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about that.
Peng Show asks, what's Kson I'm using for Mocap? I'm glad you asked because I've got all the answers, but we'll get to that.
Oh yes, we have
shortly.
all the answers. I'm so glad she tweeted about that. My thirst was quenched immediately. I mean, the short answer is Xsense, and then
yes. No need to keep you waiting, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's twerking? I'm sure that's on one of the cards.
There's one which is like does a squat in 3D, which is basically freer than a free space. Some of these are definitely easier than others.
I don't think she's doing any cameos because almost all these people are doing stream reactions.
She said she was gonna have guests.
Oh,
she did say
she?
this with her own mouth.
Okay.
Which doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna happen, but she did say it.
Okay. I have Himono cameo on mine, and I do know that Himono is doing a mirror. So.
Actually, though, hold on. There is precedent for this because when she was doing her morning show and she'd bring in guests, she did bring in Taishi one time while he was translating the stream.
That's true.
Oh, speaking of Taishi, I should mention that this is actually a 3-way collab because at the bottom of my screen here, you can see we've got beloved VTuber translator Kamishiro Taishi bringing us the latest in English from this stream. He has issued his test post, which came through loud and clear, so that's good, that's working. I anticipate him giving us all the latest details about whatever's going on stream.
Hikari, they did say they're using Rococo, and by all evidence they are using Rococo. But that said, I do believe that Ame bought a much nicer Mocap system for that whole Kiara thing that just happened. Oh yeah, good morning, motherfuckers, to everyone.
Good morning, motherfuckers, indeed. It's like, it is definitely like a cult.
Oh yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Oh my god. Sorry, I just realized something extremely cursed, but
yeah.
The cult of crypto bros, they say good morning to everyone every morning. They say GM.
The cult of whom? Huh? What?
Crypto bros. Sorry, I have taco in my mouth.
Get that shit out of here.
I know.
Don't talk about that shit on my stream.
I know. I'm sorry.
Get that shit out of here. That's what I thought you said, but I was hoping you were just saying crypt keepers, and I couldn't hear you do the breakfast taco.
Unfortunately, I said the worst possible thing.
That's worse. Way worse.
I don't know where to put this bingo card now.
Yeah, that's the problem I had. I also made one, but I don't know if I'll actually have the wherewithal to balance filling that out.
I'll just...
with other things. I'd rather give space to Taishi, who's going to provide invaluable information.
That works, right?
Anybody.
Chat?
Yeah, that's actually much better. Actually, if you're going to be as crispy as you are, I should just put my bingo card over your face on my stream.
That's funny because on my stream, I put my bingo card over my face.
I know. I'm watching.
Okay.
That's a good idea. It's the Lua collab without Lua. It's like Garfield minus Garfield. Lua
oh my god.
Lua.
Have you ever watched this? Was it Super Eye Patch Wolf who did that crazy Garfield video?
What? Which is the There's so many crazy Garfield videos. You need to be more specific.
What the internet did to Garfield.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I thought you were talking about the pipe strip video.
I don't know that one.
Oh, that's good. That's like a good hour and a half or something.
Kiara Field minus Kiara. I need more Kiara Field content.
Is that a thing she does?
Well, she loves cats, and she's orange, and she loves lasagna.
Well,
so,
I mean, these are common traits for a lot of people.
Exactly, but she's a VTuber, and she has cat ears sometimes, and she's orange. So she has herself created the Kiara Field.
I see. Then Niji Sanji needs to fire back with like a Heathcliff VTuber.
You know, Niji Sanji does have a does have a cat VTuber.
What are you about to say, Lua? Okay. What the fuck are you about to say?
They have a cat VTuber who's extremely unhinged. Like, I've honest, and this is coming from me. I've never seen a person whose brain works like that.
That's cool. That's a fun thing to think about.
Almost. Oh, it's live.
Oh, is it? Shit.
But like, literally, when you watch her stream, I can't even understand what she's talking about. And people in Japanese can't either. Like, she's just weird. She's just so strange. I can't remember what her name is. I should look it up. Niji Sanji. Cat VTuber.
It begins. Here we are in Unreal Engine 5. Brought to you by Epic Mega Games.
Oh my god, I can't believe Ubisoft is doing Kson's 3D.
God.
Is there no audio?
There's audio.
Oh, okay, there's a little audio. So.
It's just quiet. Now we get music.
This is...
Good morning, motherfuckers. This is her talk show opening theme, right? I think.
I have no idea. Yes, Fumi no Tamaki. Sorry. I got interrupted in the middle of...
Wow, okay. So this I can say this immediately looks very good. The reflections on the floor are immaculate.
Yes, she's using that ray tracing.
Numa, yes, she is using Unreal 5 for her 3D debut, which is very exciting. Did she get a mega grant for this? That's a great question.
God, she's so cracked. I didn't expect a stage. I don't know why.
It makes sense. I mean, that's what you'd use Unreal for, right? Oh, she looks great. Frame rate's a little low, but oh no, we're good now.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of this is pre-recorded, actually. Oh wait,
I don't think any of it's pre-recorded.
There we go.
We just made quite the jump. I love that this camera has like totally different.
The shader looks way different, right?
Lighting settings.
Her hair is like, her hair is like room lighting now. Interesting.
Oh, is that what she said?
Okay.
God,
so this is a bingo. This is a bingo slot, I think.
Having big boobs?
Oh no, this song I'm pretty sure is a option on the bingo.
Okay.
This is usually how she
She's really good at dancing. Has she always been so good at dancing?
Yeah, I think so. She's very athletically capable, for what it's worth.
I think I can't relate to it all.
Same. I also love that we have the tried and true
clipping
VTuber.
Oh, sorry. That's what I kept staring at.
I wasn't even noticing her. Oh yeah, now I see it. But I mean, it can't be helped, right?
Yeah. Well, I notoriously have a ton of problems with clipping on my model, so I just immediately thought about it.
And I mean, you have a short skirt comparatively. She's got like a basically a cloak. So.
Yes. I feel like it could have been avoided with enough colliders, but it is definitely a problem.
Yeah. I didn't even notice until you pointed it out, but I wasn't looking. I was thinking about how it's the tried and true VTuber strategy of having the pre-recorded background dancers of like the generic model.
Oh.
It's funny. So I'm guessing the first half here, when she did the walkout, was pre-recorded, because I think it must have had like baked-in lighting. I can't imagine that was real time, especially looking at this now, with the rim lighting on her like hair and stuff. It looks, I think, crispier.
Noah says it's likely one person to the back of everything. I honestly think it's her dancing pre-recorded, because that'd be easier. And like they're all dancing the same. It's a cute song.
It is a good song. That's why she typically karaoke's with it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Kson's so cute.
Somebody I know recently referred to her. It's like another VTuber referred to her as the mother goddess of VTubing, and I think that's a pretty accurate description.
Sorry, I was about to say something really unhinged.
That's okay. I mean, maybe it's not okay. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Depends on how it was unhinged. Yeah, okay.
I'm fighting with myself to not say it.
I mean, if you want to Discord it to me, I can vet your comment.
Well, I'll just... It is fine. You know what? It's fine. The moment's passed. Don't need to say it.
Cool. I don't know.
The midwife of VTubing. That's funny.
What the fuck does that mean?
I was gonna say something along the lines of... Mother, let me suckle for your tit. Something like
Okay, you were laughing so hard that did. I think maybe I grasped what you were trying to say.
Good. I'm glad it didn't come through. It's fine. You don't need to know.
Okay, so we've gotten rid of the cape, which eliminates the clipping issue.
Oh, good. We stand.
I guess the only real things that could remain for clipping are her bangs over her shoulders, which seem like they're good right now.
Nah, yeah, they're chill.
And potentially her arms clipping through her chest. But we'll see. I'm not super familiar with 3D debuts. I don't watch a ton of them. Most of my friends are like in the indie sphere, and we make do with our meager live 2D accommodations. Is it typical that there's like no waiting and it's just like, here's the 3D model, let's go? I feel like corporate ones always tease it out for like hours.
Depends. 3D debuts are they really run the gambit. I mean, like, for instance, Hololive English.
Yeah.
They just had a concert. They didn't even have a 3D debut. Okay. But of course, that was a weird situation. But
in that case, the agonizing wait was the like months and months where they just randomly didn't have 3D. Yeah. Like, it wasn't so much a debut stream, it was just a no debut life, and we were all very confused.
Yeah, although Kiara's gonna have a debut, so.
Oh, that's good. I wish it was easier to tell if these background dancers were recorded off of Kson.
I feel like it's very easy to tell, but that's just me. But maybe I'm wrong, well, I just make wild assumptions and say that.
That's cool. I guess you're right, Lua. I'm not a big enough fan. You're right. You got me. You got me.
Yeah. I mean, we know that you barely watch her, and you this is your first time seeing her, right?
Yeah. So who's this Kson on air?
Has her some big 3D bazooms.
Real quick, we might get some good oh, never mind. I was popping open a wine bottle. I thought maybe that would get some good ASMR. It did not. I am having wine for breakfast today.
It's okay, I'm having frozen Coca-Cola.
I think that's probably better than waking up and immediately drinking alcohol.
Oh, now that you've mentioned alcohol, I desperately want some alcohol because I'm gonna go back to sleep right after this, and it's gonna put me right out.
That's cool. Do you think the shading lighting is different here because it was too expensive? I'm assuming this is actually... Well, no, I guess this...
No, this is definitely not live, though.
Not live? I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know. Like, expensive in what sense, right? Like, if it's just render time, then I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it probably is pre-rendered. right?
It has to be, right? If it's pre-recorded, it's pre-rendered.
I guess there would be
right?
no reason to not pre-render it.
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't put it past that, like, this was recorded before they figured out really good lights. That seems like a very me thing to do, honestly. But Kson's much better than me, so.
The other thing, though, that I will add is based on her tweets and stuff she's been tweeting about for, like, months leading up to this, kind of enigmatically, is that she's been getting her hands in there herself. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, she's an indie. She doesn't have, like, corporate handlers or anything to set this all up for her.
Well, she has a manager.
Yeah, but her manager's, like, a business manager. Her manager's not gonna, I mean, maybe hire out, like, a studio for this.
I mean, this is
like,
live. No, okay.
Oh, this is cute.
Fade
Wait,
out.
hold on. Hold on, this is cute. Okay, so her squat looks pretty good for clipping. It's gonna clip through the floor, but you'd never notice it except for like right now.
No, this looks great.
Oh, her arms are clipping through her legs though. Oh wait, no, I take it
We
back.
stand.
I take it back. There's a lot of clipping. Uh-oh.
This exact clipping issue where it gets stuck in the hips is something that happens to me.
Oh god. Oh god. Well, there's the squat though.
Are we missing audio?
No, there's background music.
Oh.
It's just she's not making any noise herself.
Okay.
There she goes.
Bye bye, Kson. Oh, this is really weird because yeah, I was gonna someone said XP. This feels like the Windows background, so it feels like I have one of those old like Kson pets on my Windows background. Yeah, here we go. Here's the nice lighting. See, I honest to God think that was recorded when she didn't have good lighting.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is like she's getting in there and doing this herself, so I'm assuming anything like it could just be chalked up to inexperience with Unreal 5. Like she is a novice at the engine, presumably. She tweeted about like picking it up many months ago. So if she really wanted to like do this herself,
I didn't realize she started tweeting it a long time ago. I only saw the recent tweets.
Yeah. I mean, it was like super enigmatic stuff like messing around with Unreal, and we're just like, that's weird. Why would anyone do that?
Who would touch Unreal? That's disgusting.
Basically.
Oh, that's right. You're also a Unity user.
I'm a Unity person.
There we go. Her face shadows really unsaturated. I think all the shadows are a little wonky, but shadows are also very hard to do. I've given up on shadows. I don't believe in shadows. I believe in baked-in shadows only.
There we go. I have fixed Taishi's live chat, I think.
Unreal couldn't be me. I'm so glad that all of the game developers in chat agree with me. Because whenever I stream Unity, people are like, "Ugh, Unity, why don't you use Unreal?" And I'm like, first of all, I'm making an app, you guys. Have you ever tried to make an app? Oh my god, I love her.
She's so cute. I gotta fix the Taishi chat. Hold on. My collab with Taishi. I've been neglecting my real collab partner this entire time. There we go. Actually has latest chat now.
Real devs write their render pipelines from scratch.
God, don't even start. I'm surprised she's not doing her 3D debut in Pico 8, frankly. The first VTuber to figure that one out is gonna get to 1 million subscribers easy.
Oh my god, I'll do it.
Still do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
Don't put ideas in my head. I will just do them.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Ooh, this perpetually more squished render texture.
I love it. It's beautiful. We stand.
It's pretty peak. Yeah, so we know that she's using Unreal 5 because she's mentioned it and she's done some like mocap tweets where she showed it off. And then from the quality of hand tracking, we were able to infer that she used Xsense, and I think she just straight up said it.
Well, the hand. She's probably using a Manus for hands. Sorry, I don't know if you said hands, but I heard hands. And so her hands are probably Manus. I'm wondering what she's doing for face tracking. Actually,
that's a good question.
I thought about this beforehand too. What's this? Come on, Taishi, please.
Taishi.
Please,
Taishi,
Taishi, please, Taishi. Taishi, please. Please, Taishi. Taishi, I need to know. I'm hovering in anticipation. Oh, collab
One of my ideas for this stream, when I was spitting around ideas, was hooking up LiveTL to text-to-speech and pretending like I was having a collab with Taishi.
LiveTL has text-to-speech built into it.
Oh, awesome. I only didn't do that because I have you to talk to, and I figured it would be very obnoxious to have a robot,
that'd be funny. That's actually,
talk over.
I'm not even kidding. That's how I usually use LiveTL because I don't look at the screen when I'm watching streams, so I usually have text-to-speech on. I have to say though, it's infinitely annoying that every single message has the person who's talking in front of it. And I kind of wish they wouldn't do that for streams where there's only one person, but I get it, whatever.
I mean, it can't know that there's only one person, right? It just picks up whatever people are putting down, right?
Oh no, I mean like that they type Kson.
Oh, that Taishi is doing this?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Force of habit, I guess.
Taishi going hard on that stenograph. I wonder if Taishi's using the stenograph.
No, he's definitely not.
Yeah, maybe he's not.
This is not the time to bust it out. He hasn't done it for translation.
This is not the time to be.
That'd be a very power move, I guess.
That would be a power. That. Yes, I woke up on time somehow. It's 5 o'clock in the morning my time, but I mean, to be fair, I barely even went to sleep in the first place. It was way too hot in my room.
Back to the DreamWorks, what is it? Who makes the Dr. Seuss movies? That's what this grass reminds me of. It looks like a big truffalo tree. I don't think it's DreamWorks.
I have no idea. To me, this just feels like we are trapped in 1999.
I wish.
Or 2003. 2003. And 2000 they have I'm like in the back rooms of the Windows office and this is their screensaver. Oh my god. Obsessed. Yeah, work it, Kson.
There we go. So this is the exact same video as last time. This is just the intermission pre-recorded. All right, here she comes.
Back rooms, you say? Not those.
Back rooms.
Back rolls. Yes, kawaii. Yay! Trampolines.
Oh shit, that's big brand.
Oh my god.
I know in cover in HoloLive, Amelia had like a trampoline for a 3D stream, and I thought that was pretty big brand.
Yes, that was so good. And you know what's funny about that?
What is funny about that?
Rococo doesn't have the ability to track
you were telling me about this.
off the floor, so she had to do some sort of VR mishmash with it to figure out where her route was.
Okay, so for those who are uninitiated, can you explain the difference between Rococo and Xsense and these things? Because you're the only person I know who has them. Oh, that's so cute! Hold on, this is really cute.
Oh my god, this
rules.
This is so good.
This is big brand.
Oh my god, this is why Kson is the legendary VTuber.
Oh, this is so cute.
Oh my god, this is such a good idea.
I've never seen someone do this before for a 3D debut.
This is...
misses.
Can I steal this?
I mean, yeah, right?
I'm just gonna like on all the picture frames, it's gonna be like Kson's idea.
This is very good.
This
is the power of the Unreal Engine right here.
Yes.
Because you can obviously use it for doing your 3D model rendering because it's a very high fidelity engine, but beyond just camera work, you can add game elements to it, because why not? You're just in a funny VR game.
Yes.
Most 3D debuts are just a game with no objective and very minimal input, but you can do whatever you want.
Originally, when I was more ambitious, my actual 3D debut was gonna be so insane. I was gonna have chat throw paintballs at me that uncovered my model because I was just gonna be like a big silhouette.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
Oh no, not like that.
I misunderstood.
I've seen this in some IRL app.
Yeah, this is a thing I've seen on. I think maybe it's TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't use
There's
the
also an
TikTok.
OBS plugin that kind of does this too, which is funny. Someone asked a while ago, did I ever try a multi-PC setup for my 3D streaming? Yes, I do that currently. So the answer is yes. But let's talk about Kson's mocap really quick before she does
so
something
you were
absolutely
mentioning
adorable.
Rococo and Xsense,
Yes.
and you were like, oh well, or Hololive uses this
Not
for their
Hololive in
EN
general,
deck.
but Hololive EN uses Rococo because they're not in Japan.
Yeah, so I know what that means because I've heard you talk about it at length, but I'm assuming nobody who's watching
Yes.
knows what
So
you mean. So can you explain?
Rococo is a low cost 3D mocap suit that it's kind of all in one. They have face tracking built too. I don't know if they're using the face tracking, but hand tracking everything. And it's it's a mocap suit, but it doesn't use any visuals, so it just guesses where each limb is based off of the previous limb's sensor, which means it gets really off.
So is it doing inverse kinematics then? Is that like how it works?
No,
I was
not
gonna ask
inverse
about this.
kinematics. In fact, it's the complete opposite. It's the reason it gets so off is because it's forward kinematics, but
Oh, okay.
the forward kinematics are like my hand sensor would be based off of the gyros from my forearm sensor. So if one of these things gets
Gotcha.
slightly off, then the whole limb gets off.
Right, they're all offset by a cascading.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, she's at the convenience store. This is also a bingo.
Oh, good. I just closed my bingo. I didn't care. I don't, not that I don't care, but
I mean, it might not have been on
so
your card.
distracted.
I know what most of the inputs for the bingo were because I know the guy who put it together. We,
that'll do it.
we workshopped it in the Kson fan Discord, so he was talking about it for a while ago.
So sad. I think you might be the first VTuber to have a live animal track for my 3D debut. I don't know.
Yes, I was gonna say you were like I was gonna make my 3D debut so insane. You had a dog. You had an actual real dog in your 3D debut.
I guess that was a 3D debut. Yeah, I guess I did do that.
Guess.
I didn't realize there were gonna be 3D guests.
Yeah.
Who is this? She's so cute.
I should know this, but I don't. Now, this is why Taishi puts Kson in front of every line.
Yeah.
Because he now has to translate for someone else. If he chooses to.
God,
Mari, okay,
Taishi's
the
so
name is-
cracked.
I think this is Tomari, is the character's name, I think.
I love her hair and the fact
Very
it's
floaty.
weightlessness. Yeah.
That was one thing when I was watching, the first time I watched Hololive live, I was mesmerized by Toa's, like, spiral braids. Because they seemed completely weightless. It was really, really cool.
Tomari Mari. What a
Yeah.
great name. I love her outfit.
Alright, wheel out Taishi 3D. Show me my boy in 3D.
Oh
This is
my
Taishi's 3D debut now,
God.
too.
I would like a Taishi cardboard cutout, please. Thank you.
That's fine.
That's what Hololive started doing, which is so funny.
I feel like it's funny like once or twice, but it's probably grating after a while. Because you're gonna like want them to be able to participate.
Yeah. I mean,
I
well,
don't know.
so what Hololive started doing, which is so unhinged, is for 3D concerts where the VTuber doesn't have a 3D, they carry around these big frames.
Mhm.
You saw them that have the live 3D model on them, which is so
Oh yeah,
weird to me.
it's like literally a picture frame.
It's
is what you mean, right?
literally a picture frame.
It feels like a RPG enemy of some kind. Haunted for sure.
Someone said the one thing I wonder about 3D streams, like who is controlling the camera, and this probably just another person. I don't know who. Maybe
Depends
RMT.
on if it's live or not, right?
Yeah.
If it's not live, you can just have it go through a spline or whatever, right? Go on a predetermined path.
That's what I do.
Yep.
I also have a Bluetooth keyboard that I strap to my thigh.
Oh my god. We're
Yeah.
already doing new. Oh, it's a live 2D outfit. Okay.
How are you so ahead of me? Why is my internet so bad?
He's got cat ears in the new one. That's exciting.
Does she? Or are they?
I mean,
Is it
based
like
on the silhouette?
this? Looks like a mecha ninja. That's what I'm going
Oh,
for.
that would be fresh.
That's
We're
what I think this
always
is.
waiting for Kson to become a Gundam. We're always saying this. In the
Oh my
Kson
god!
Gumi.
You know what? That's probably what it is. Probably Gundam
No, I
inspired.
don't think so.
Inspired.
Well, maybe. It could be. It could be the Astray, which is a samurai-looking suit. It's got a big katana.
This does have big summer vibes, but Maybe it is. Oh, you know what? It probably is summer. I fully immediately was like, oh my god, she's doing like a cyberpunk ninja. Why did I think? I guess because it looks like a katana.
What the fuck are you holding, Kson? Bon in my chat is asking if it's an arc outfit. I have no idea. I don't think so.
That would be
Arc characters are typically buck-ass naked, and they're like
the
very,
buffest
very
they possibly
deformed.
could be.
Yeah, like hyper-deformed gremlins.
Hyper deformed in the opposite way that chibi usually means.
Yes. Yes, they have tiny head, tremendous dump truck ass. Yes. I don't know why. What is she holding? Is it like a bollard? What is this?
Someone said Kson invoked the default cylinder.
Yeah. Let's create a primitive.
Oh, Kson summoned a primitive from the void.
What's happening?
I love this.
Oh god. Oh no. This is the power of the Unreal Engine.
Oh my god, how tall is Tomari?
Much taller than Kson.
Clearly.
Yes. This is where 3D typically falls apart.
Yes, as it will
is when you
always.
Yeah.
Although it makes me wonder, she must be using the Xsense with a V. Wait, how is she doing this?
What do you mean?
Well, Xsense only tracks a body.
Oh, okay.
So what's she using to track that thing?
I mean, that's what like Vive controllers are. But are her fingers individually being tracked? I can't tell.
Yes, with Manus gloves. Probably.
Okay. So it's not.
She usually doesn't skimp on cost, so it's probably Manus gloves. What?
No, I would just assume the most expensive possible option
Yes.
for literally any question you have, because yes, you are correct.
Also, Manus gloves work natively with Xsense suits, so.
Okay. Are there other options for gloves? Again, like
Rococo gloves are actually really good.
They are.
Well, they're
okay.
pretty good. They're not as good as Manus gloves, but they're
not
pretty
body
good.
tracking. Okay. Okay. Because you were saying how Rococo stuff is not good for body tracking because it's just like it's all dependent on the lowest level of tracking, and so if there's an error there, it cascades all the way down.
Exactly.
And you get like a ton of drift.
Yes, but the gloves don't have that problem.
The gloves are good.
And you
Why
can
do
use
the
the gloves
gloves
by
not have that problem?
themselves, so that's what I
Why do
usually
the
do.
gloves not have that problem? Do they not track the joints the same way?
You know, I really have no idea. I think that they don't, but I have no idea how they track them. I'm not
What
much
the
of a
fuck is going
mechanical
on here?
engineer. Oh my god, this is terrifying. Hello, sir?
That's funny. It's like Kabuki Theater, the kind of guy you have.
Oh, yeah, it
in the
is.
background.
I feel like Niji Sanji does something really, really similar. They have like a guy in black. But I can't remember
It's
what their guy in the
funny
back
'cause it
looks
solves
like.
It solves a problem that literally doesn't need to exist in the 3D space.
True, they could have
not
just
have
had
any
no
guy here.
one.
Yeah, it's very funny. Like, I do appreciate it.
They did not skimp on just getting that guy a mocap suit. Oh, you know what? Probably this was filmed in an actual mocap studio with optical
Yeah.
mocap.
Oh, you think it's a different mocap? You
I
think
think
she's
this is a
changing it up?
different mocap, yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a nightmare.
If this is pre-recorded,
Hmm.
which I'm assuming it is.
I have no idea how to tell.
The fact that there are other people there, right?
Yeah, that's true. Duh.
They should have used a John Cena model so we really can't see it.
Wow. Yo, speaking of, Lua, are you gonna be awake in time for Forbidden Door in like 11 hours?
Honestly, yeah, well, if it's in 11 hours, then yes. I might not even go back to sleep depending on how long this lasts. I love the butt attack.
The butt attack?
Yeah.
A powerful weapon?
Yeah. I love that her model's so short, but she's clearly so tall.
Yeah.
She's clearly so tall. Oh, it's a mood a little bit.
Yeah, it's VTubing is like the pathway to the ideal self, right? Like you get to be what you want to be. So like Kson's model is basically just her, but like a foot and a half taller. And I'm assuming for a lot of people it goes the other direction.
Yeah. I didn't realize Kson was that short. I
Yeah,
really
she's,
thought
like,
she was like more
5 feet tall.
my size tall.
Yeah, it's because her personality is tremendous.
It's true.
Literally, like very much textbook definition of larger than life. Are you laughing at me or what's going on?
No,
on
I'm
screen?
laughing at this guy stabbing them. They've got moves.
Mm.
I don't think it's live. The subs are spot on. The subs are live. Oh, can you imagine if Kson gave Taishi the pre-recorded spots ahead of time to pre-write?
This would break him, I think. He's such a stickler for like accuracy that he would just never stop. He would like keep revising it over and over and over again. I think it being live and him not having time to go back, I think is to his benefit.
True. Who is this? Oh my god, it's Yaman!
That makes sense.
Oh my god! That's so cute! I would have never guessed that this could happen.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now I get why they have a guy here. That's cool. Yeah, as Taishi is saying in the bottom of my screen here, Yaman is the illustrator of Kson, as well as a bunch of other VTubers. The Yaman family. This is great.
Oh my god.
He's also like notoriously shy, so.
That's why I'm surprised. Although he has started streaming, so.
Yeah.
How shy could he be, really?
If memory serves, he had to kind of get his arm twisted for that. I don't think he was doing that until rather recently.
I wonder who twisted his arm.
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh my god, this girl is so tall. Samari is so tall. She couldn't even hold the thing straight. It's so funny. Oh my god, this is so wonderful. It freaks me out that he has no head.
Yeah, I didn't realize until he turned sideways like that there's just no head at all. Because you don't notice until it does a close-up.
Yeah.
You just see the front and back plane. Alright. Alright,
She's
Yaman, what do you
actually a
got?
Jedi Knight. Oh my god. She said a bit back that she's no cheese. Sure. Aren't we all, though? Aw, cute. Oh, the sun's coming up on my end. I should be quieter, to be honest. Oh, I forgot to mention that I'm kind of whispering because the walls of my neighborhood are extremely thin.
The walls have ears.
The walls have ears.
I think you need to do the opposite. You need to become much louder and preach that there's a 3D debut going on.
Now,
and they're missing it. Oh, the primitive's going apeshit!
The primitives gain sentience. Now,
Lord.
we are talking about the same neighbors who, at 5:45, their alarm clock blasts a like weird Christian rock music so loud that it wakes me up. I mean, they kind of stopped doing it, to be honest. So, like, to be fair to them, but they used to do that. I actually think they still do that, but I think that they just turn it off immediately so it doesn't end up waking me up. Maybe because when they go on a trip, they forget to turn off their alarm clock, and it happens again, and it plays music until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, from 5 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, that's no good.
The worst part is it's the same song over and over again.
What's happening here?
Oh my god. Maybe this is live. What do I know? Maybe their organizational
the 4D
skills are
Galaxy Brain chess is to keep the outtakes in your pre-recorded to make people think it's live.
Well, she was referencing the earlier dance, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
But I'm assuming they
just
plan out
Galaxy
like
Brain.
the storyboard, right?
True.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm completely talking out my ass for this part. I can speak to like how rendering and stuff works in Unreal, but I have no idea what it takes to plan a 3D debut.
The way Japanese VTubers handle facial tracking is so foreign to me.
Oh, please elaborate.
So Western VTubers tend to just use art kit blend shapes, which accurately translate the human muscle structure onto whatever you want. But Japanese VTubers, they pretty much just have like, they do like smiling mouth open and closed, like O mouth open and closed, and then like not smiling mouth open closed, and then like smile eyes and not smile eyes, and it's like they're all like binary states.
Oh yes, yeah. It's like swapping out textures. It feels much more like a video game.
I don't think they're swapping out textures. They're not swapping out textures.
Well, I'm simplifying, but that's what I mean. Like if you had like a flat face and you just swap the texture for like eyes.
They prefer precise stylization and control. Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, Comiket.
Comiket.
I know somebody who's going to this specifically because of the Kson thing.
I didn't know she was doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening? What is it?
I'm not sure. She was tweeting about it coming up. It was unclear if she was going to be there in person or just have goods on sale on her behalf. I guess we'll find out right now.
Come on, Taishi, you got this.
Yeah, I'm waiting on my collab partner Taishi here. 3D. Oh, okay. I understood that much. 3D photo book, which I'm guessing is the photo she took just now.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay.
Fun.
That's cute, yeah. That's going to be a very covetous piece of Kson merch for sure.
Yes, so, yes.
I think I have one of the most covetous or at least exclusive pieces of Kson merch, though I'm gonna have to flex here, which is I've got this big badge-sized sticker from Mildom.com that they mailed out to anybody who had a subscription in December arbitrarily, and it's just her channel icon in a big sticker that has her Mildom ID printed on the bottom. And since she no longer does that, she doesn't use Mildom anymore.
Oh, she stopped using Mildom?
Yep, she's retired. Retired it at the end of May, I think.
I was wondering how she was going to handle 3 streaming services.
Yeah, she's basically sunset that platform, and anything that she used to do in Mildom membership is going to be YouTube Tier 2 membership now, which for a lot of regions comes out to more affordable than the Mildom subscription. But yeah, if you were a paying member in December, you could fill out a Google form to have them mail a sticker to you, and it's got her channel icon on it. And I managed to do that because I have a PO box in Tokyo.
Oh my god.
I was able to get one. And it is now sitting in my shrine next
You're
to
wacky.
the Eternity Gundam. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. This is that service you mentioned.
Yes.
I thought you just
which means
manually had a PO box, and I was like, how?
No, that would be deranged. This is a service that's provided.
That makes more sense.
But yeah, things like the photo book, things like that, where it's extremely limited and also not available, broadly speaking, online, are super covetous, I think. I'm very interested to see what's going to be in the 3D photo book.
Good luck getting your hands on it.
Well, like I said, there are folks in the fan server who are in Japan and who
Oh,
plan on
true,
going.
true, true.
So I'm sure they wouldn't mind sharing, unless Kson specifically says not to do so. Alright, we got some more squats.
If this, I need a certain percentage of this debut to be squats, or I'll be unsatisfied.
Is the percentage like 5% or like 35%?
I can't math right now.
That's okay.
35% seems like
5%.
too much, but 5% seems like not enough. Dang, Yaman can squat. Who can't squat? Who's out here? I mean, I guess I can't squat with my feet flat on the ground, to be fair.
Okay, see, that's what I was gonna ask, is can you do the feet with your heels on the ground or not?
But that's because...
Because?
That's because my thighs are too thick and juicy.
Are you... Lua,
It's just a fact.
it's just a fact.
It's just a fact.
That's fun. That's fun.
You know what? Let
I
me
have
try
nothing
right
further to say
now.
on the subject.
I completely lied. I can easily do it.
Easily, effortlessly. Lua's thighs are not thick and juicy. They're
heard
in
it
fact
here
meager and
first.
scrawny.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
I am a KFP employee, so I have chicken legs.
Yeah, I can squat with my heels on the ground, no problem. It may not surprise you to hear that I have no thighs or ass to speak of. The skeleton gimmick isn't really a bit. It is basically what I look like.
Oh my
I'm very,
goodness.
very small as a human being. Alright, here we go to the next scene.
You're like slightly ahead of me.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'll mentally buffer.
Just
for
live
an
your
extra, like,
truth.
12 frames.
Just
my
live your truth.
All right. We're once again in Windows XP zone.
It's really comforting. I don't know what it is about it, but it's very comforting.
It's a little jarring that like the grass is such a high.
No, it's perfect.
Like,
It's perfect as is.
Perfect. It's perfect. I agree. Like it's quintessential. It's the right amount of VTuber scuff, but it depends on what you're going for, I suppose. I think this is very comfortable and very correct. If everything was like super high res,
we
like,
love those
pre-rendered-
American hips.
Yeah. Yes. The hips are incapable of lying. They cannot tell an untruth. It's very true. Where are we off to next?
Let's go.
Alright, back on stage. With the gang in 15 frames per second.
Oh, I guess they all are just there live. I shouldn't doubt the legendary VTuber case.
I have no idea. It's impossible to tell.
No, it's definitely live. Sure. Right. I mean, I guess this whole thing could be pre-recorded.
It's impossible to know if the whole thing is pre-recorded or none of it's pre-recorded.
True. It's only those two binary states after all.
Yeah. That's her. That's Kson.
Oh my god.
Let's go on the sign. Yeah? What's up, Luna?
Just having the biggest sign in the world
That's
name
me.
on it
I'm
is so
Kson.
funny.
In case you forgot who you were watching.
It reminds me of like, I don't know why, but it was like a really common bit in like mid 2000s movies to have like a Hollywood person who's just very conceited and would have just like, and they would always do like a giant sign with their name on it. It just reminds me of that. But it's so
It's
good.
funny.
The O is rotated. It is.
I
It
didn't
is
notice.
rotated.
Is it like the Sonic the Hedgehog O where it's like a 45-degree tilt, or is it like 90
No,
degrees?
it's a 80. It's 100. No, you don't. Yeah, it's a 90-degree tilt. They put it on its side, so it's more elongated. No,
That's
is it,
annoying.
or
That's
is the
weird.
whole thing just stretched out?
Or again, is it the Sonic the Hedgehog font? And is Kson teasing at a Sonic collab for his 31st birthday?
Kson Sonic collab.
I can honestly say nothing would like blow the neurons out of my brain like harder than a Kson Sonic collab.
Are you a big
like
Sonic
my two
person?
hyperfixations. I'm a huge Sonic fan. Yes.
Oh, good.
When I was a child, I thought he was very cool, and then I was in like school, and then I became an adult, and I realized that he's once again the
K-Sonic!
coolest thing in the world.
Duh! Oh my
Yeah.
god, how did I not think of that?
Yes. There we go.
Kayson's movements are so iconic to her.
Yes. I mean, like again, she's famous for a reason, right? Like there is none other except no imitators. It's all from the heart, extremely genuine.
Her ponytail is
has,
already
like, the
similar
strangest-
to Sonic Spike's. It would be an
Yeah.
easy transition.
Yeah. Kayson's like unusual upbringing, I feel like, and bizarre mix of culture really produces a character that is wholly unique, I feel like, which is great.
I agree.
That's what we love.
I agree.
That's what we love about it.
Give her red streaks and she's just shadow.
I mean, she has blue streaks, right?
She does
her-
have blue streaks, so she's Sonic.
Yes.
Oh my god, Yaman got moves. Oh my god. He moves very menacingly.
I wonder how large he is as a person comparatively.
This is a good question. I think he's
So, like,
probably.
the gold standard here is Kson is about 5 feet exactly tall.
Oh, interesting.
As she
Okay.
has said, and her like live streams. So you can measure Tomari and Yaman relative to that. I guess that's the meter stick.
I feel like Tamari is about my height, which is 5'7", 5'8", which is pretty tall, especially for a Japanese girl.
For a Japanese woman, yeah. Ooh, here we go.
He's probably 8 feet, Giga Chad.
Giga Chad. Yaman, the mountain giant. Something else I also really respect about Kson and like her I say new, it's been a year now almost, but her like live 2D Socho character, rather than like her old Daiko character, is that she just has the word fuck printed on her leg.
Yep.
Which is like a bold choice if you want to like have a mass audience appeal.
Yep.
She was actually saying recently how she can't appear on Japanese television because of it, and therefore necessitates a new outfit, which I think is very funny.
That's so funny. I will say that I have been preparing a Kson cosplay.
Have you really?
I showed my mother the pants, and she got worried for me.
Did she like get red in the face and like get the vapors at the mere sight of the word profanity? I have no idea how your mother is.
No. It's much more dark than that.
It's more dark. Dark?
Yes.
What?
She was like, "Isn't that dangerous? Isn't that an invitation?"
That is dark. You're right. Yeah. You weren't kidding.
Yes, it's very dark.
That is extremely dark, actually, Lua. I don't know
it's
why.
My
I
truth.
you.
I'm sorry. She's an interesting woman. My mother, my parents.
Yeah, I mean, your parents they produced you after all, so they must be pretty interesting.
They certainly are. They certainly are.
Much how Kson's bizarre, like, cross-cultural upbringing yielded whatever we're looking at right now.
My parents are just weirdos.
Sure. I think she's trying to flip us off right now. It's not really going great.
It's going good enough.
It's good, and I understand. All right, her arm is now just fully clipped into her side. I'm not sure what's happening here.
We stand clipping.
This has to be. There's no way this is pre-recorded. They would not leave this in pre-recorded. Okay, wait. This is good though. This is what we want.
You say that like they wouldn't understand this scuff is part of it, so you're falling into the trap.
I'm falling into the trap.
You know what? The funny thing is, well, the fact that the fingers didn't really track makes me doubly think that this is pre-recorded because the optical tracking is not very good at hand tracking, and it does a lot of inverse kinematics.
Yeah. Lua, let's discuss for the chat, who might be wondering, what do we mean when we say kinematics versus inverse kinematics?
Inverse kinematics is where you have like the base and then like where you want to go. So for instance, your shoulder and then your hand, and then you figure out the rest with math. Forward kinematics is, for instance, like your head in relation to your hip. You just manually where the rotation between each joint in your spine is up to your head. Yeah, that's the difference.
Bon says Tom is getting worked. It's true, I'm a big jobber. Big time jobber.
Did your parents get their live 2D models before Kson did? My parents got their live 2D models over a year ago, so yes.
Your parents have live 2D models? I'm such a fake fan.
They sure do.
I don't know the lore.
I don't really do a lot of collabs with them because they're so unhinged, so.
They're a liability. I'm always surprised about this with like Hololive people who have ostensibly done collabs with their parents. I literally don't think I could trust anyone I personally know to not I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter for me, but for other people, like to not just address you by your birth name.
That's why I don't do it live. It's pre-recorded.
Okay, so it's specifically that, yeah.
Yes.
I guess maybe Hololive ones are pre-recorded. I haven't watched them to know if they do any chat.
I don't think so. I think they just. I don't know. They didn't seem. Like, they definitely weren't pre-recorded because the parents were responding to chat.
Oh, okay. Then that seems like the most risky possible play. I don't know.
I think, generally speaking, the parents are well briefed and perhaps even practiced.
Maybe? I don't know.
They might let us slip that your real name is Fom Taro.
Yeah, exactly.
If I recall, Ollie's mom was very close to doxing herself multiple times. Ollie's mom was so... honestly, every Hololive mother I've ever heard on stream is like incredible. But Ollie's mom...
This goes back to like they have to be in order to have produced children that are the same way.
You know what?
Right?
You're not wrong. You're absolutely correct, actually. I didn't. You know, I don't know why I didn't think about it like that. Imagine making your mom sign an NDA.
Oh my god, more merch I can't get.
She...
Hell yes.
Why did she do this to us? That's cool art.
It is great art. Man.
La Mama? No, not La Mama. Ollie's birth mother. Her actual mother.
Biological mother.
And Ollie's mom was so funny. Like, really, really funny. Kiara's mom, Kiara actually did several collabs with her mother.
Kiara's mom is like classic German, like very blunt, right? From what I remember. She was like talking down to Kiara, kind of. If memory serves.
I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't tell. I don't know.
It might be similar to what your life experience is. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. It seemed normal to me.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree. Like, it seems normal from like maybe a Western perspective, but I feel like from an Eastern perspective, that's like very blunt.
I mean, it felt like Ollie and her mom had a similar dynamic. So
yeah, I don't know. Ollie's just crazy, like the name says. That's kind of an outlier, I feel like.
True.
But I don't know.
Yeah, that's a really good piece of art. What was I gonna say? Oh, you said my parent. Surprised my parents have live models.
Yes.
The only, as far as I can remember, the only proper actual like video I've put out with my parents is me and my dad did a coding competition.
Okay.
Which is a cute video. Highly recommend people go watch it.
Yeah, you tweeted. I think you tweeted the thumbnail from that from Father's Day, where your live 2D looked completely different.
It sure did, yeah. It sure did. I believe that was very close to when I switched models. I guess it had to be. In fact, I think it was like the same week. Yep, sure was. I thought there was a Zillow collab? Zillow?
What?
Zillow, the real estate website?
Who's saying this? Who said there's a Zillow?
Someone in chat, I thought there was a Zillow collab.
Right, you can see your chat a little bit more.
I did a Zillow collab with my mom.
Oh, what does that mean?
Me and my mom looked at extremely strange Zillow listings.
Okay.
That was a good video, actually.
Damn, it really rules that I'm here watching this 3D collab for a bunch of events that I literally am physically barred from attending.
Yeah.
Even if I wanted to.
Couldn't bring my boy into Japan if I wanted to.
Yeah. Not her fault. It's really hard to appeal to such a global audience. This is something she talks about a lot.
Yeah.
Like how to split your time between.
Yes, she talks about it in like every interview.
It's really difficult. I don't envy the position.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes I'm like, I really wish I knew other languages to reach out to other people, which is true. I do wish, and I do think that would help. But of course, it is tough when half and half of your audience is one or the other, and there's very little crossover.
Yeah. In the Kson fan server, we have basically 3 people who do reliable live translations. There's Taishi, and there are 2 other guys, Kyowen and Joshua are the other 2. And that's like basically the entire overlap of like fluent multilingual people.
I deeply appreciate that Kson's eyelashes are 3D.
It has to be. Except no imitators, don't skimp on quality.
Oh my god.
Okay, it sounds like the guests are heading out. Because she's saying thanks for coming to Amari, according to Taishi.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how long this debut is going to be, actually. I have no idea.
It's something I considered very hard because
I assumed 2 hours, but I don't know.
I think 2 hours is a really safe bet. But, you know, it could go on forever. She could just never stop.
There's a while back I saw there was like a Niji Sanji liver who was doing like a month-long stream to raise their numbers or something like that. I don't remember anything else about it. But it was just a non-stop, continuous rolling game show stream.
Wow. I actually do follow an independent VTuber who does the same thing. And in fact, she's doing it right now? Question mark? Is she still doing it?
Like, transitions to a subathon.
Yes, she is streaming right now. Akumako Ray. She does this frequently. She'll be like streaming until blank, and she streams for like days on end. In fact, the reason I found out about her is because she was streaming. She was originally streaming until 100 subscribers, and she streamed for. Was it like 10 days or something? No, that can't be right. It was at least 4 days. But it's not like she's awake the whole time. She just streams when she's asleep too. I mean, she really enjoys doing it because she's done it like 6 times. So
if she likes it, I mean, I'm not gonna rain on her parade, but like, I don't know. That seems rough.
It would drive me insane. I think she leaves stream a lot. So it's bearable, I'm sure.
What I was gonna say, regards to subathons, something I find very endearing about Kson and her move to Twitch, or like her venturing into Twitch, is that like a lot of times you'll see Twitch streamers have like a bar that's like donation incentives, or like like my donation goal is like $5,000 by the end of the month or something, because I'm trying to afford this. But Kson resets this per stream, which I don't know if she is doing on purpose or just thinks that's how you're supposed to do it. She'll have a new subscriber goal that literally starts from 0 every time she starts on Twitch.
People have sub goals that are unrelated to subathons.
Yeah, I know unrelated subathons, but I usually see them just being like a rolling thing, like, I'll stream 4 times a month.
It does feel very rolling. I mean, at this point, it almost feels like a joke that she has it on screen.
Yeah.
It's funny that she even puts it up.
I think she genuinely thinks it's just like what you're supposed to do. Because she was very much a deer in the headlights when she came out to Twitch.
True, which was so funny to me.
It's very cute to see somebody who's like such a seasoned pro, like have to learn from square one again. And
she's way too self-aware.
It's impossible to know. I'm once again, like Bond said, I'm being worked. I am a huge jabroni jobber. I am buying into whatever she's selling. It's fine.
Same. What a big mood. Speaking of just being a complete mark, I know it's a storyline. I know it's a work, but I keep being like, what if MJF is fired?
What if he's actually fired? God.
What if he doesn't come back? I feel like the meme of like the dog that immediately the parents leave the house and they're like, they're never coming back.
They're never coming back.
Oh my god, there actually are different people.
Now, do you think this is Tomari and Yaman doing this background dancing?
If it's live? No, they can't do the dancing like this. There's no way.
I don't know.
I still think it's Kson. I still think because they're too synchronized.
I'm just saying words. I don't know.
It's so much easier to just re-record it yourself because then it's perfectly synchronized.
Yes.
That's my reasoning. I have no other evidence besides that. That's what I would do. The lighting got a lot softer. The shadows actually have
Did it?
Yeah, the shadows actually have color to them now. A little bit more. Is this a stock stage asset? I would imagine so.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Though I'm sure next time we see her in 3D, she will have a bespoke commissioned stage.
You have no idea. I have been searching far and wide to commission for 3D environments. Surprisingly niche thing.
I remember when Ina was doing karaoke, she didn't have a 3D model, but she did make a 3D background for her karaoke, and she did like a stream about showing her process in Blender, setting it up herself and everything, and I thought that was very cool. Sometimes it's good to see how the sausage is made. Not usually.
Oh no, I love seeing the sausage. Just part of why Kiara's my Oshi, because she shows us the whole sausage factory.
Mm-hmm.
She did a stream the other day that was just talking about their mocap process. She didn't tell us this system. She didn't tell me it's like the tech, but probably doesn't think it's important. They're just talking about like having to set it up and pre-recording a concert and everything.
Millennium Cyborg in my chat asks, is there any way to make singing sound this good while you're also dancing in a mocap suit? No, the singing and the dancing must be decoupled, I would think. right?
I mean,
Right?
people sing and dance all the time. I'm assuming they are decoupled because why put yourself through that? But, like Hololive always decouples them pretty much. But, I don't know. I mean, people sing and dance all the time. People can sing and dance with K-pop moves. They can sing and dance with this. It's very easy to do a 3D performance on custom modeled stages, as long as that stage is a strawberry donut with sprinkles and icing. I didn't know where that was going, but it's the donut tutorial.
Oh, okay. My new live or my new VC face model, the default Blender monkey.
Oh my god. That would be so funny. Put art kit on the default Blender monkey.
There we go. I put an idea in Lua's head, and now she's going to lose sleep over it.
Oh no. I really will though.
Yeah. It can't be helped.
The stage just made
donut?
trillions of little donuts. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm very tired.
Yeah, how dare you? It's what, 6 a.m. now, right? Where you're at?
It is now 6 a.m. Thank God. At least the sun's out. Actually, it's still coming up. The sky's orange.
Yeah, stream buffer. Oh, okay, we're good.
Oh, she said we guys are going full throttle to the end. Does that mean this is the last thing? It's only gonna be an hour?
I can't imagine, but maybe.
This rigging the Stanford armadillo as a VTuber, that is so niche that even I can imagine exactly what you're talking about. I think it's a free 3D model, but like that is so niche. Oh,
I don't know what the Stanford armadillo is. Millennium Cyborg is once again cooler than I am.
What's this? What's going on?
It's on she had 5 announcements, and I think we've done 3 of them
3D
so
room.
far.
She's already got a 3D room.
Okay, so this is like super pre-recorded. The shadows and lighting look really good here.
Oh, for sure. Wait, this is a different outfit even. This is her pajama
This
outfit.
is pajamas, right? Wow.
Wait,
What the fuck?
This is like a Project
like
Miko!
Miko thing?
This is like
Yeah.
a Project Miko!
Super 3D. No,
Kson
you can't keep doing this.
is
You can't
cracked.
keep doing this.
Kson.
Sorry.
I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure that is actually a collab with Code Miko.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which actually, this whole time that she said she's been working on Unreal, I really wondered if she had reached out to Code Miko, and
You can't keep getting away with this. I'm like
she
livid
can't
right
keep
now.
getting away with
You
this.
can't just keep having escalating levels of 3D. She's already like a face cam streamer. She has no.
It does
hesitation
feel-
about just being ultra high poly.
It's so funny. She's so funny. Looked like
Oh,
Code
wait, is that
Miko
it?
style. Yeah. It absolutely
it?
looked like Code Miko style. Is that it? I don't know. It's still streaming, right?
It's still technically streaming. I'm here until the very end. I'm here for the post-credits Marvel cinematic.
I was
Kson
literally about
cinematic
to say the
universe.
same thing.
God,
That's
I'm
so
like
funny.
gonna actually blow a gasket over Kson Super 3D coming soon being it's literally like sequel bait for the fucking 3D debut. I'm like so mad.
I can't believe her 3D debut has a sequel.
It's insane. By the way, Lua, your video finally looks good now.
Oh, good.
Just
It
in
only
time.
took for the debut to end,
Just in time.
but it's
Yeah.
still going. Everyone's.
I'm unclear. I'm unclear on what's happening here.
I like how everyone's like RTX on. I think that is literally RTX on.
Yeah. Like a textbook definition of RTX being enabled.
It would also make sense for it to be like a Code Miko collab because she does
Oh, there
that
we go.
frequently. Oh, it ended. Okay.
Cool.
She makes models for people all the time.
A nice brisk 1 hour
That was
collab event
brisk.
between
I could have gone for another
you-
hour.
and me and my good friend Taishi here, who's been reliably translating things on the bottom of the screen.
It's funny because obviously on my screen there's no one there, so it just looks like
Oh,
you're talking
I
to
know.
yourself.
Yeah. Cool. Now everybody can see my recommended videos, which include such bangers as things from Hololive, Amiya Aranya from Tsunderia, and Steely Dan. The only things I use YouTube for.
Oh, good.
I'm not going to play copyrighted music because I assume I will get stricken down. Let's.
I have a subscription service I pay for, so.
I mean, that doesn't let you stream the music, though.
No, it's a subscription service for streaming the music.
Really?
Yeah, it's called. I actually recommend it. It's called Slip.stream. Is that it? Slip.stream. You can use code. What was my code? Can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's Slip.stream. It's really good. Oh, I lost my T-shirt on my stream for you.
Oh, that's you were just so excited you ripped your clothes off. I didn't even notice. I'm sorry. Good thing you had a backup underneath.
I have no idea why when I hide the UI, it stops showing the
Oh, interesting.
shirt.
No clue.
Cool,
Well,
whatever.
I mean, it's the part of the VTuber stuff, right? It's all part of the appeal.
Code Miko's been working on a platform also. She's been talking about making all her tech. Yes. That's why I think it's absolutely a Code Miko
Oh, that's
collab.
so based, actually.
Oh, you didn't know about that?
I mean, like, Code Miko struck me as like a very cool curiosity project that was like, this is gonna sound mean, but like, I feel like there's a dichotomy between people who are interested in tech just for the sake of like sharpening their claws and like making something really obtuse and like super high spec because they can, and people who like wanna make stuff because it like helps or is accessible to other people. And I always kind of thought that Code Miko was in the former, where it's just like, look at all this crazy insane shit you can do with like all this hardware and software combined, and I never assumed that that would be transferable to like literally anybody else.
No, yeah,
But
it's
if I'm
just
wrong,
it's called the
that's great.
Mikoverse.
That's awesome. I'm happy to be wrong here.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. I honestly could keep talking
Yeah.
about this though forever, but
I mean, if you want to, I got nowhere to be. It's 9 a.m. Nothing even opens around here for another 2 hours.
it's
so
6 a.m. here.
I know. If you want to get back to sleep or whatever, go ahead.
Tech
I won't
demo
keep you.
Miko. Yeah, I thought that was great. I think the next one's gonna be even better. Even after the super. This I can't believe it's gonna be a sequel.
I can't wait for the end of Super 3D to have a teaser bait for just her like normal face cam stuff.
Oh, that'd be so
Kumiko
funny.
Coming
It's just
in
increasing in
2023.
polygons.
Well, so like the joke is that like her face cam stuff is the ultra high poly 3D, which is why I had such a visceral reaction to Super 3D. Like you can't keep getting away
Yeah.
with this. And even back before she had her like live 2D debut, when she was using her Vroid model, she has a rather, I'd say, infamous stream where she lined up I say face cam, but she had everything but the face of her arms and
I
chest
remember this.
in the cosplay of her own character,
I
because
remember this.
her Vroid is based on a cosplay she made before becoming.
Oh, I didn't know
a
the
VTuber.
Vroid was based on the cosplay.
Yes. So she had the cosplay, and then she made the Vroid of it. And so there's a stream where she's like just drinking beer or whatever. I think it was beer. Maybe it was like milk. I don't remember. With her real arms and body, and then had the Vroid head on top of it, which I think is like super charming. And she lined it up like literally perfectly.
She did do a good job.
It
You know,
looks
have
super
you ever
good.
watched the VTuber? Is it? Someone in chat's gonna correct me, but it's something Geary or it's just Geary.
Onigiri? Yeah, she's a cooking type VTuber,
Yes,
right?
and she has her real arms and her.
Yeah, that's just really cool. Though I think that looks kind of, I mean, like you can't help it. So this is not like a slight. It's very alien looking because the arms are like giant, and then the live 2D head is kind of floating around. But like, I super commend the effort, and I don't think there's any way around it. in
I'm
the
not
current
going to
state
do
of things.
this because I couldn't quite figure out how to get the tech working the way I wanted, but I had an idea that I would rig my live 2D model to be tracked with my mouse, where my arm would just Elastigirl, like Fantastic Four, whatever that guy's name is, like all over the screen to like point where I want people to see. Because there's a problem with VTubing and specifically where you can't like point on stuff, so you have to like bring something onto the OBS screen to like point.
Yes.
So I was gonna rig my model so that my arm just like just
Yeah, I see. So instead of having a floating like mouse cursor, it's literally your hand.
yeah
I gotcha.
yeah.
I got you. That's fun.
But it's too much work. Well, the problem is I was gonna control it with my mouse, right? Like just where my mouse is, but I can't easily coordinate the section of the screen I want my mouse to be tracking and my arm. It was just a whole hassle, so I didn't bother to do it. Hello, Grolix. Yeah, we just finished the Kson stream. Do you have any technical points, Tom? You know, honestly, it's just funny. I mean, I've used Unreal, of course, but I feel like you know more about Unreal than I do, perhaps.
My only real talking point with regards to using Unreal 5 specifically is I think that's interesting because a lot of corporate tubers are in the Unity camp. Like Cover, for example, is a Unity-based company.
Yep.
Always have been, even back to their pre-VTuber days.
Yep.
Though Yagu would probably not want you to think about that.
Yagu.
I believe Niji is also a Unity-based org.
I have no idea, but it does feel that way.
I've been told by people who know more. I trust them. I trust everybody who tells me anything in these fan circles, which is bad, but...
I mean, yeah, Niji-sanji feels Unity-ish.
So my point about this was her using Unreal struck me as interesting because I wonder if it makes collabs difficult, though clearly not because she had Tomari show up.
Why would it make collabs difficult?
I don't know. Is it not difficult to go from one system to another? Like if you have a 3D model that's rigged for one engine versus the other, is it not?
The models aren't rigged for a particular engine.
No? Okay, that struck me as interesting because like Unity and Unreal have different handedness for their like 3D coordinate system, so I assumed they would be different. I don't know though. I'm not a 3D modeler nor an animator or an artist really in any capacity, so I don't know. Also, like shaders, I'm assuming are non-transferable because they're compiled for engines. Though shader language, I understand, is the same underneath.
Unreal requires deeper engine knowledge to really yeah. That's why I'm surprised she used. Okay, actually, you want to know the tea. The tea is I was surprised when she said Unreal because what we just said, everyone uses Unity, but I do know that Unreal, for reasons I don't really understand, is very popular in the indie scene. So, for instance, Fomafit has a Unreal VTuber tutorial, and then of course Code Miko uses Unreal. So I actually really wondered whether how much she was watching that stuff or reaching out to Code Miko and stuff for that exact thing, which obviously we know now is true. She was reaching out to Code Miko for sure. And so, yeah, I wondered about that because honestly, to me, I mean, I guess I know, of course, a lot more about this than like someone who knows nothing about game engines, but it's funny to me that everyone defaults to Unreal because Unity is so much easier for this kind of thing.
Unity has a bad rap, and I mean partially it's deserved because they like roll out a new render pipeline every year and then deprecate the old one.
The lighting reminded me a ton of Fomafit. Hikari says that, and I'm telling you, it's because it's Unreal. That's like what Unreal lighting looks like by default, kind of. Obviously you can change it, but I'm still waiting for the day someone puts the entire weight of a game VFX studio behind a VTuber.
Like all the fun. I mean, that in theory that should be what like Cover or Niji-sanji is doing, but they don't. I guess because what they have is good enough. Like it clearly is good enough. There's no reason to go harder.
Hololife's been really stepping up. I don't know if you watched the newest Did you watch the newest concert?
No. But
it was miles ahead of their previous stuff.
That was my takeaway.
What was it?
That was. Huh?
What was your takeaway?
I said I've seen clips. And so my takeaway was yes, like the fidelity and crispness of the Hollow End, like brand new 3D models, seemed much higher than the fidelity of what I'd seen. The last live I watched was like the second fest, I think. That was like right when I got into VTubers, and I was like super wide-eyed and naive and innocent. I immediately bought tickets and shared it with all my friends, and we had a great watch-along.
Oh, how fun.
And then I have stopped since watching concerts. I really like the Hollow Stars 3D models. It's nice to see guys being dudes in 3D.
That's so cute.
Some real dudes rock shit. Aron is still like one of my like heroes in the space. I think he does a great job of being like a guy VTuber, which is maybe is not something you would think of needing like a role model for, because typically, you know, man is unfortunately the societal default. But I feel like in this space it's kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have like a role model for a guy who is just like literally a normal guy, and that's his entire gimmick. Is just like, my peers are like weird, crazy people, varying degrees of animal humans or what have you, and he's like, I am going to be a guy who's in his like 40s or something. It's fine. Please enjoy my content, and I look up to that a lot. Anyway, that's a huge diatribe that's not related to or tirade, perhaps. Maybe not a diatribe. Diatribe is like angry. This is a tirade or a tangent.
Someone said they apparently the Link Your Wish concert, a lot of the credit was to Krypton Media, Future Medias, and the Miku people. Yeah. Which is so funny. I guess that makes perfect. You know what? Actually, now that you mention it, it did look exactly like that. Like a Miku concert. That actually makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense that they would outsource it.
Use of AR, because if I recall, the Link Your Wish was like all AR, right? Like the thing that they did at the end.
The tech. Yes, the physical tech too. Yeah.
I see.
And someone said, I wonder how much of that was in the physical setup and how much of that was the actual 3D stuff. I don't know what you mean. Do you mean the Link Your Wish concert? Most of it was 3D assets, and they did a really interesting, for the Link Your Wish concert, they did a really interesting AR thing where they would like cut the video and the 3D together in a really interesting way that I've never seen before. And before, the Tupac concert was really made by the Miku people. I do keep saying the Miku people, don't I?
The Miku people?
The Miku people. Miku's parents. How much was Hololive versus Krypton? I think it was mostly Krypton, now that we mention it. I think that I think the engine was Hololive, but I think that a lot of the details was Krypton. But I think Krypton was mostly just the actual oh yeah, now that you mentioned, now I see what you're talking about. Like, I think Krypton was like the physical AR screen.
Well, does that bring us to the end here, or do you have more to go on? I'm happy to keep talking. Like, I got nowhere to be.
I could talk about specifically Mocap forever.
Do it. That's literally what I want. That's like why I brought
That's
up
what you
all
want.
here today.
That's what you want.
You are the only other person I know who has a Mocap studio in their house. So
I am the only person I know who has a Mocap studio in my house too.
You seem uniquely qualified to talk about this kind of thing.
I am a little bit uniquely qualified. I also was a Mocap technician, so
I know.
It does track. For the people in chat.
No, it better fucking track. Are you kidding me? That's your job.
It's not my job now.
Not your job now.
It's not my job now. It was a job I used to have. But so yeah, I mean, I'm confused. Okay, we know she uses Xsense.
Yes.
The funny thing about Xsense is that the reason Xsense kind of sucks is because every single person that you want to add, your cost is significantly more because you need a whole other Xsense suit and all the tech, all the physical tech is in the suit. Physically in the suit.
So the suits are very expensive is what you're saying. It's not like you get a very good tracking camera and then have like the golf ball, ping pong ball suit, which is relatively cheap.
Yes.
You're buying a whole new setup every time.
Yes.
I see.
Now that said, the software is actually the most expensive part, but
oh geez,
the software is $8,000 a year. I think.
Wow.
A year, $8,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's insane, and it's not even the best tracking you can get, but it requires very little space. That's the reason people like it, because the optical tracking requires a ton of space so that you can put a bunch of cameras around. Yeah, $8,000 a year, I believe, is the number. I don't know. I think a suit. I think the cheaper end of their suits is $3,000 a suit. But then, anyways, that's why I was really surprised to see 3D guests, because she was using Xsense, and that's why I said, like, oh, is this optical? Is this pre-recorded optical tracking? Because that would
be unthinkable to have 3 Xsense suits ready to go.
Yeah, but
so something that I've seen theorized around, because Kson will frequently tweet about, you know, working hard on projects, etc., and it's unknowable what she's talking about, or if we've already seen the projects. A thing that I've seen people theorize is that she is looking to get like a studio space in Japan that folks could rent out for activities like this.
I'm not surprised, but that already exists.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't live in Japan. I have no idea. I've never.
There are spaces the VTubers rent out for this exact purpose.
There are. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I mean, she could do another one, I'm sure.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's just the thing I've seen people mention, and I have no idea if that's feasible or already exists or what
How
have you.
easy is it for indies to rent 3D tracking studios? In Japan?
Yeah.
In Tokyo? Probably not that hard. Literally
Probably
anywhere
hard.
else? Quite difficult.
Impossible, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if you live in Los Angeles, you can find some place and pay them insane amounts of money, but like insane amounts of money. But even then, they won't live stream it. They'll just record data. But there is no such thing outside of Japan that you can live stream like a 3D studio. Are you planning on doing a breakdown of Kiara's mocap? There's nothing to break down. They didn't talk about it with enough details for me to say anything about it. But yeah.
For Kson, we know because of things she has said,
Yes.
like a little bit of how the sausage gets made. So like we know the engine because she's tweeted in progress shots of it. We know that she's using Xsense because of things she said.
And she's tweeted a video of the model with the Xsense logo across it.
That also helps, yes.
Yeah.
Things she said and shown.
Yes. For
Anyway,
Japan,
so
just join Hololive forehead.
Forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Niji-Sanji 3D. System is so good because they use optical tracking and it looks so good.
You were saying a while ago that that's really good for tracking props, right? Is that
Yeah, because I mean with Xsense you can't track props. So I'm pretty sure what she had to do was that Kson, I don't think Xsense has a system for tracking anything but humans. So what Kson had to do is on top of wearing a mocap suit, she had to have a bunch of VR base cameras set up and be tracking this object in VR and vaguely line it up to her model. And that's why it pretty much only lined up with her model. That's my theory.
very interesting? I'm curious to know, and I'll never know the answer unless she does some kind of insane stream where she really shows how the sausage gets made. About how much of this she like may have reinvented the wheel herself, or had people help her with.
It honestly seems like a lot of it she did herself to me.
That strikes me as in the spirit of Kson, and frankly of her fans as well, which is like cool and good because you learn and acquire these skills and your toolkit becomes very powerful. But I'm very curious to know how direct she had hand in these things. Like, did she set up the little photo booth?
I was wondering about that too. That was so
like,
cute.
I'm 85% sure that she has tweeted about like writing rudimentary code in Unreal before. So I'm very curious what she's done because she's
probably
about
camera switching, at
would make sense.
least. Camera switching. I can imagine. Maybe spawning, despawning props like the trampoline cylinders. Stuff like to also use that to switch out environments. Yeah, the picture thing was very impressive.
I like that a lot.
That was so good. That was so good.
Very charming.
I feel like I would have trouble making that, so I don't know if Kson made that. I feel like she got help on that part.
Oh yeah, I mean that's fine.
Of course.
But, no shame in asking for help, but I don't have an and but I don't know why I'm making noise now. It's because it's 9 a.m. is why.
I'm excited for her Super 3D. That's gonna be so funny.
I am excited for it mostly because I want to see if there's another stinger for another sequel at the end of that. I want it to keep going forever, but I don't know where you go from there.
Here's the thing. She had 2 models that were teasered in this.
Yes. Well, she had a live 2D new outfit, and then she has the Code Miko like RTX on version.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the point of having a Code Miko 3D is when
so she can be in the Miko-verse, of course.
Maybe that's true. I guess
probably Miko said, "I'll make it for you," and Kson said, "Okay."
Yeah,
It's easy.
Yeah, that's fair. It strikes me as funny to have something that's so close to reality because like her character is not dissimilar from her actual mannerisms or appearance at
To
all.
be fair, Code Miko's isn't either. Code Miko's is quite similar as well.
No, but like I said earlier, it always struck me that Code Miko is just like, let's pursue the most extreme version of this technology for the sake of saying we can. Like, let's have this ultra high spec mocap because we can, not because it like necessarily enriches like an experience or anything like that. It's just like we can do it. We have the technology. But it sounds like I'm wrong on that regard. I got the wrong impression. So I guess I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm eager to see what she's capable to do in super 3D.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so fun. I just had a thought of her building a Gundam in super 3D.
Yeah.
Which I guess technically you could do.
For tracking small objects.
Huh?
Or do you mean like a Gundam-sized Gundam?
Oh, I actually meant the small objects, but the big Gundams is way funnier.
Okay.
Maybe Kson just wants to. I mean, yeah. Here's the thing. If like,
that's true.
I'm confident. I would be willing to bet money that it's like the Mikoverse system. So she's just being handed a very cool toy to play with. Who wouldn't say yes?
Who wouldn't say yes? You're correct.
So it is just so funny that she just like teased it at the end of this 3D debut though. It once again, it just gets me because she always calls her face cam stuff her ultra high poly 3D. Yep.
But to see her literally have super 3D, you cannot keep getting away with this. There can't be more.
Oh, sorry. There's a reason she's legendary VTuber.
It's true. It's true.
It is really funny though to, like, I watched her appearance on the Lady Beard podcast.
I actually have not watched that yet.
They have no idea who she is. So they were like, why do they call you legendary VTuber?
Well, for starters, it's because I'm legendary. Next question.
I think that's basically what she said.
Yeah.
It was just very funny. I love Lady Beard and all the content that he always every new collaboration because he's always like switching groups and stuff. But every time very funny. But oh yes, I'm excited for you. Oh,
what's up?
Super 3D's got to be on Twitch.
That's true. Well, it has to be.
Well, I guess it doesn't have to be, but surely it's going to be. She's still missing low poly 3D.
Low poly 3D. That I honestly get more hype about that than super 3D. My brain is just broken, I guess. A
Kson in that same style that the Hololive EN girls have.
What do you mean, like Wolfie?
No, not Wolfie. They have like a low poly, like cute. It's not chibi. It's just like cute. And they're like in different outfits. I don't know what the name of the creator is called, but a Kson in that style would be so cute.
Yeah. Maybe this is just my brain being very regressive, but I feel like that's the direction we should be pushing. VTubing. It's like we have to go back.
Chained Titan makes sense. Oh, the Chained Titan is the person who makes the models I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yes, I can visualize.
I'm
that.
not
like
gonna. This is just in the idea phase, but Bot, who is a member of the Luaverse, whatever that means,
whatever that means,
we are considering Bot transitioning to a PS1 style 3D model.
Please God, yes.
Kanauru does. Yeah, Kanauru doesn't make it. Sorry, but yes, a full PS1.
You have to then. This is important. This is extremely, incredibly important. If you do that,
Pichu,
you have to. Huh?
Sorry, so people keep telling me names. Prechu, you're right. Prechu is the one who makes the models I'm talking about.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll take your word for it. It's very important that you have the vertices of said model interpolate poorly due to floating point precision. This is like so core to the PS1 aesthetic. You know what I mean, right? Where like the actual mesh will deform based on the viewing angle.
Oh my god.
Based distance between the camera, because the vertices can only snap to the nearest value. Like I don't
You're
know
overestimating how much I'm willing to do.
It's not PS1 unless it does that. It's just low
Here's
poly.
the problem. VC Face has very little functionality when it comes to stuff like that.
You'd be using VC Face. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Fair enough. That's cool. It actually took me a long time to understand that your friend bot is actually a like person and not like a literal chat bot. I say like a while. It took me like a week without like paying too close attention.
Oh, because you just saw him in chat. You didn't see him stream.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's funny.
I was so confused as to what you're doing, and I know that you have weird mad science experiments. So I was just like, Lou was doing something interesting and weird. So I had no idea what was going on there, but now I understand they're actually there is a person ostensibly behind.
Yes.
The account.
Bot is a sentient potato.
Kari in my chat asks, who did the Sigrid and Bird low poly 3Ds? I don't know. I'm sure that information is freely available on either of their Twitters, though. Actually, their low poly stream was my first time actually catching one of their streams, and I was very impressed with the model quality. But of course, you always face the same issues with clipping through yourself that I think is currently unavoidable in the VTuber space, unless Miko has that figured out.
No, Miko clips through herself all the time.
I see.
There's no way to fix it, unless you make your model a one-to-one facsimile of yourself, which doesn't sound fun at all.
No, what's the point at that point?
I wanted to see Sigrid and Bird, went to their 3D debut, and they were on a BRB for like 15 minutes, and I was like, I have stuff to do.
I think I rated them during a
Yes,
BRB,
that's what you did. You rated them during the
there.
BRB. That's right.
Yeah.
Still want to see it, though. One day. Let's not even talk about physics clipping. Oh, God. Yeah, I can say definitively after watching Kson's whole debut that her legs have no colliders. She has hip colliders, but no leg colliders.
That's all you need. The hips don't lie.
So she needs some leg colliders. Let's get Kson some leg colliders. Also, most VTuber models, 3D models, because we use VRM as our file type, you have to do a lot of physics via, how do I say this? It's like spring bones. So like everything is very like each bit of like a skirt, for instance, is like a bunch of balls on a string. But obviously Kson was using Unreal's cloth physics.
Okay.
Which I don't think I like as much actually as the spring bone system, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not like, because for you've got mostly like a short skirt and stuff, but you had like a really flowy jacket. So I'm not sure how well a spring would work for a piece of cloth that's quite so large. I'm trying to visualize it in my mind's eye, and I feel like it would look unnatural as well, but it would probably avoid some of the clipping issues.
I don't think there are leg colliders in most. I think that when she would kick and her thing would go out is because her hip was moving, or like the physics colliders were tied to her like above her waist, or like her waist, but not, I don't think her legs had any colliders, because I actually kept looking for it. I'm also excited to see her improve the shading too, because I hate that default Unreal shading with my entire heart. But that's of course my problem.
At least we didn't have default Unreal motion blur. That always gets me.
I don't know what that looks like, but I do know that I honestly like whatever motion blur that HoloLive uses. It looks really good.
Well, they use Unity, as we've established.
Exactly. So they're not using the Unreal default motion blur, but I wonder if it looks similar, and I think it'd be funny if you hated it. I loved it.
That's accurate. I have pretty bad taste overall, I think, in terms of things I like and things that make me angry.
But the motion blur that HoloLive uses looks really good because it ends up only being applied to like fast moving limbs. Sorry, that's something weird. Oh, sorry. Okay, like fast moving limbs and stuff. I'm so glad you say that, Lou. I also hate the default Unreal shading. It looks so disgusting. And I know that's just because like I'm sure like a lot of the stuff is just getting help. I mean, like I guess like Foamafit. I don't know. I don't know how Unreal works. Obviously in Unity that's a very easy fix. So, but that's why I like Unity better.
How Unreal works, you'd have to ask like Tim Sweeney or whoever.
The funny thing is the only game I've ever made in Unreal was a 2D game. Big mistake, by the way. Don't make 2D games in Unreal.
That does not seem like an appropriate tool for the job.
Well, it was because there was actually a reason that we chose Unreal and not Unity, and that's because Unreal is significantly, at least for us and the way we were doing it, and us and our inexperience, because this was college. Unreal was a lot easier for us to write, like, because it's a fighting game, like an AI controller.
You made a fighting game? That's miserable. That's so hard. That's like the hardest game to make.
It was fun. It was good. It was fun.
If you say so.
I can't give any details about it, obviously, but it was fun. Give me that dank, shaky camera horror movie motion blur. Yeah, it's just, you have to. I encountered this too when she went to hand cam. I was reminded how much smoothing you have to add to hand cams to make it not hard to watch. Because I had that problem too.
Done a found footage style 3D debut, like a Blair Witch Project style 3D debut. Is that anything?
A found footage style. How would that work?
It's just like black and white, like night vision, like super high
trail cam
exposure.
VTuber debut.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There are plenty of horror themed VTubers, horror type VTubers. So
yeah, there are. They should get on it. You know, that's on them for not having the skills to create a horror type 3D debut.
Yeah.
It is. I love watching 3D debuts more than anything else because it is so tech heavy. And obviously 99% of VTuber debuts. Okay. Obviously, VR is very expensive. I'm not saying everyone needs to get VR. But sometimes I feel like having a 3D model, but not having any system to do full body mocap is a strange decision.
Yes.
Especially when a 3D model is already extremely expensive. Like, why not spring the extra $1,000 to? I mean, that sounds insane when I say that out loud. But why not spring the extra $1,000 to get a VR?
No, I wonder.
Well, to be fair though, they could use Quest.
Okay. What does that mean?
Quest is only $300. A Quest headset is only $300.
What is this? It's a headset, okay.
It's a VR headset. It's made by Meta. It's a VR headset. It's $300. And they could technically do mocap with that. Obviously, it'd only be the head and hands, but I guess at that point you just use leap motion. But you just VR chat with it. The GDC talk they did about how the shading in Guilty Gear is really interesting. It is freely available, Tom. It's on YouTube.
Oh. Cool.
It's a notorious video.
Notorious. Infamous GDC video?
Yes. I think it's probably the most famous GDC talk, actually.
The GDC talk that I always think of in high regard is the one where they talk about how they built Breath of the Wild. And just the fundamental brain shift they had from saying, okay, most games have a physics engine, so we should have a chemistry engine. And that's how they have all of their interactions between, like, being able to light stuff on fire and then, like, collapse in an organic way. Or, like, you can use your ice and stasis puzzles in an organic way. The way they all fit together. So, like, if other games have physics, we should just have simple chemistry. I think that's, like, big brain.
As a gameplay programmer,
yeah,
that sounds like the most painful thing I could possibly think of.
Well, they made it sound like it was just the most brilliant paradigm shift we can imagine.
Actually, funny story, the game that I worked on, we were going to do something similar, and we're like, this is way more work than it's worth.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a reason Nintendo, the AAA company, is so far basically the only company to get open world in that state, and we're still trying to catch up. But yeah,
there's a GDC talk about the Activision Blizzard diversity tool.
Who gave? Timer's making a joke. That's very funny.
Is it like an actual, like, Blizzard employee giving this talk, like, unironically, or is it like a critique of it? I need to
literally there.
Oh my god.
I would have melted through the floor if I was in the room when somebody was giving a talk about that tool.
Okay, it wasn't. It was a critique of it, right? It wasn't just a sincere discussion. Like, do you know what I mean? Please tell me. I need this. I need the answer.
I need to know.
God, when they came out with that, I lost it.
Yeah. It's rough.
That was. Why do they make mistake after mistake? Like, it's kind of funny.
If I were a AAA company, I simply wouldn't make mistakes.
If I were a AAA company, I simply wouldn't harass my employees.
Yeah, it's simple logic.
This was 2017. It was part of the diversity track, which students could... Okay, so this wasn't the... Wait, they didn't use the same one that they use... No, because the whole... Okay, so this was their old one. This wasn't the one that they just put out.
I just know the hex chart one.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the hex chart one, which they said was that's what they were starting to use, right?
Golly, it's bad out there. There's a reason that I have not pursued working in game development, despite my massive, powerful brain and lust for video games. I think people who work in that space are real troopers. I think that extends to you, Lua. I think you're currently in a game studio. You're not just like game adjacent.
No, I'm at a video game studio. We make video games. That is as descriptive as I will get about it. But
in the trenches, yeah.
It is not a small studio either. But I think honestly, I don't have any problems with my studio. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Wow.
Well.
9 out of 10. I mean, I should give them a lower score, but no, it's okay. It's slightly better now. A 9 out of 10 for treating QA like shit, because that's what every game studio does.
Yes. That's what I mean. It's like that's the industry standard, and people are like, think it's good because it's the standard. It's scary.
They think it's good?
Well, like that's just like to be expected, rather, is what I mean.
Oh.
Where you get like have QA gets treated like shit, and it's like that's just how it is. And there's been like very little meaningful change externally to change that, and we just see things like QA unions try and form, and obviously studios have strong anti-unions opinions. Yes, we need more of that.
Yeah,
yes.
For sure. You're gonna go back into game dev? Have fun.
Nue is dropping the triple question mark in chat. I'm assuming that's directed at me because I just had like verbal word salad, where I was like, "Oh, people think it's good." I meant to say, people expect it. That was like,
or like they're just like "Oh, that's how it is." That kind of thing.
That's how it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I totally see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's to be expected. If you want to work in QA, you have to put up with this. That's part of the job.
At worst, QA aims to be full-time and continues to cycle. Yes, exactly. The problem is ultimately that QA is a quote-unquote low skill. And what I mean is like
deranged.
It is deranged, but it's like there's not like a specific education track you need to take to become a QA person. But there's a ton of skills involved in QA. There's a lot of organizational time, just whatever. And then of course they always dangle like that you'll move out of QA and do stuff. And I will, to my company's full credit, people do move out of QA.
Yeah, but your job shouldn't be a situation where getting out of it is the biggest benefit you can possibly imagine, right? Like QA should be a desirable position because it's so necessary. And I mean, it should just be a desirable position regardless, even if it wasn't necessary.
That's true.
Like the fact that the end goal of QA is to not be in QA anymore speaks to the systemic problem, I feel like.
Yes, absolutely. And because I mean, the problem is that because there's not an education track to join QA, and there is a possible way to go from QA to full time, it's like I said, it's considered quote unquote low skill labor, and so if someone doesn't like it, they can just hire someone else. And that's how systems get perpetuated. And the real issue is and then they treat them like crap. So there's like they get crunch, really bad crunch. They get the worst of crunch. QA gets absolutely the worst of crunch. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. That's the weirdest thing. We're trying to find QA testers right now for our studio, but it seems everyone treats it as an easy entry point instead of actually wanting to do the job. Who is everyone in your work or everyone that's applying? I'm curious. That's most entry level jobs? Yeah, basically, yeah. Anyways, something less depressing.
Are we thinking wrapping up?
Yeah, I guess we should wrap it up.
Ending point? Again, if you got more to talk about?
No, I'm excited to see where Kson takes it. I'm excited to see future 3D streams.
Yeah, I want to see the next 3D stream. I'm gonna be very interested to see if there are changes.
Oh, this is random, but anytime anyone sees like a VTuber's 3D debut, just like at me or something. Like I said, I really like watching them to see if they're doing VR chat and just, you know, all the technical stuff. I really like seeing it. So if anyone ever sees a 3D debut, the person that I'm not already following, go ahead and just at me.
The person who made the model for Kson has tweeted. Here you go. Wait, I might have just gotten like obliterated from your YouTube chat because I just put it in your chat. It's a tweet. I'll DM it to you.
You don't get banned, but the link doesn't go through.
There you go. You want to pull it up? Similarly, I'll put it in my Twitch chat.
Oh, it looks so... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It looks way better here.
Yeah, like I think there's like
Unity's shader... Sorry, not Unity. Unreal shaders look so bad. They look so bad. It looks so good. Here, I'll put it on stream. Oops, shoot. I'm sure he was like, I want people to see the model properly. Wow, it's huge. Okay. Oh, it's just like over your face. I'll put it over my face. Links don't go through. Should have sent you the diversity talk on Twitter. Yeah, I don't even see the links. The links just get immediately... They don't even go through. They don't even send. It's nothing I can turn off. It's just a YouTube's feature. Okay, so here we go. Here's Kson.
Yeah, I should also pull it up. I've just had a black screen where the stream was for the past like 20 something minutes. I haven't even bothered. There we go.
It was, if nothing else, kind of interesting for me to see the anatomy of the, like, because the way that, like, especially like Japanese 3D modelers do their models is kind of different.
Is it? Okay.
A little bit.
Again, this is the insider knowledge that I came to you for.
Just a little bit.
I'm very interested.
I feel like they make the faces a lot flatter to mimic the way that live cities are rigged, which I think is funny.
I see. You got to capture Yamon's famous desire to not give his characters noses.
Exactly.
Famously noseless.
That's why it explains why her face was so pasty and unreal, little baked shadows all around there. I don't even think they were baked. I think they were just real time.
Yeah,
do you think she will release the model for MMD? Good question. What do you think, Tom?
That sounds like a thing that she would probably think is a cool idea, but I don't know if her manager might discourage it. Not like as a knock against the manager, just like it might seem like a risky thing to do. But I feel like Kson obviously loves to see fan work of herself.
I get the impression that Kson is the boss of her manager, which I mean is how it should work. But I get that impression.
I think she is very receptive to people she perceives to be experts on things like this, though. Like, she does know to defer to people that may or may not know more than her.
True. Or maybe the 3D modeler doesn't want it to happen.
Yeah. I'd love to see it, though. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know how she would distribute it, though, is the thing.
Surely booth. She has a booth.
That's true. That's a good point. That'd be an interesting use for booth.
You'd mod Kson into Guilty Gear Strive.
There we go.
Oh man, I as you know, I have recently modded myself into MMD. That's not how any of that works, but
modded myself.
I've modded myself into MMD, and MMD is so much fun. I've been so obsessed with it recently. I can't stop playing with it. Okay, Kson, I'm gonna put you in the back. Here, you're gonna be flanked by Kson on my stream. Wait, what?
Oh, you know who else this particular 3D artist was in charge of making a model for?
I have a feeling I know who you're about to say, but go ahead.
Gawagura.
Oh, really?
Well, what do you think I was gonna say?
No one.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Understood.
It just seems on track, but Kson's super 3D. She's so unhinged. When is the super 3D happening?
It did not say. It just said coming soon.
Oh.
So, tomorrow.
Oh, by the way, I think the Super 3D is going to be Twitch only because Code Miko system is Twitch only, so.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Melody. Oh, yes. Do you guys know all the drama with Melody's 3D?
I don't.
Oh, my God.
I know nothing. I am like super unspoiled and innocent in the VTuber space. I really pretty much only watch indies.
He
Kson.
sued her.
Oh,
that's the thing
why?
of it. He sued her after she got like famous. He was like, I own the copyright to this and I'm suing you.
What a psycho. That sucks so bad.
No, it's not. It didn't have to do with not safe for work. It was just like that she was, I think it was when she released her first merch or something. Yeah, he was weird. He was a weirdo.
Well, I mean, obviously I'd have to see the contract, but I feel like if you're making a model for Project Melody, you know what you're getting into.
Well, to be fair, I mean, this is like her first model, right? This is before she was anyone.
Oh, that's true. VShojo, I always forget, is like a weird inversion of the corporate process where they actually get to keep their own characters, right? And that's why there's not like a coherent theme between all of them.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That makes sense then.
Yeah. I remember I was talking to someone once and they were like, what is the, like, because I was talking to them about like Hololive and Nichi Sanji and how they do their live 2D models. And they were like, what's VShojo's process? And I was like, well, VShojo's basically like indies, but with a lot of money. Yeah. So they just do it all themselves and everything. But cool. We see that. Yes, this 3D model is so cute.
Yes, it looks really good. I think the shaders that were being used in Unreal definitely held it back.
Yes, and I even when the second it came up, I was like, Unreal shaders, shakes fist in air.
Yeah, but the stuff and the handcraftedness of it is kind of part of the charm.
That's true.
Like using the tools that they have at their disposal.
Absolutely.
Is part of the charm, and I'm sure it will only get better.
Ooh,
that's the
Kson cursors. Or that person who always makes VTuber cursors.
She was asking about these earlier. Is this new or?
I think maybe they're just tweeting it again, but.
Oh, this is different ones than I saw this morning. Cool. Very cool. I always laugh. Well, I shouldn't say laugh, but I think it's interesting when I see folks try and share stuff from the Japanese side of Twitter like this, which is, it's like, here's a link to like filestorage.com or like here's a link to a Google Drive, and I'm just like, I wish I could explain that itch.io exists for exactly this purpose, but it's definitely like a West versus East thing.
Oh, I link projects that are on Google Drive all the time.
Yeah, well,
because I'm on Hinge.
Twitter, like in public?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I all of the like live city models I've released are just Google Drive links.
Interesting. Like this even has the stipulation on it that says that it's like expires after 7 days. And I'm assuming that's not desirable.
Google Drive doesn't do that stuff, so.
Well, of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't.
I don't worry about it. The thing about Google Drive is just it's so easy to like just throw an update on there.
Yes.
I have a problem. I guess it's not that hard with itch either, but
no.
Wait. Oh, just going into the Project Melody. Although there was quite notoriously the other day a BTS album that leaked, and everyone was sharing it on Google Drive, and so the second a link would be shared, Google Drive would take it down, not because it was copyright, but because too many people have downloaded it like at once.
I see. Like bandwidth limit.
Yeah. Well, not a bandwidth limit, but it's just like, we can tell you're sharing files publicly, which is not the purpose of Google Drive. So we're going to stop you from doing that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But yeah, I'm very excited to see Kson Super 3D and Kson, more of just Kson 3D. I wonder if she'll start using it with VC Face or something. But we'll see.
Yeah, hold on. There's already a Kson Super 3D hashtag if you're interested.
Yes.
So you can get on board for that. Here's a good tweet that somebody just made. Here's the. Oh wait, hold on. My OBS keeps losing my browser source because I think I have it set to a specific name. But I will send you the tweet so you can actually see it. Here's the timeline that we're looking at right now.
Oh my god.
Kson 3D.
This is funny. It's a cute picture of Kson webcam photo.
Only cute pictures of Kson exist.
True.
There's no other kind. Yeah, there we go. For everybody else. The timeline, and we got the missing link in the middle here.
It really is the missing link, isn't it?
God, it's uncanny though. Like it being like RTX like that honestly makes me think of like Silent Hill or like a horror game.
It actually is a really similar style to that, isn't it?
I look at that and I think like Resident Evil 7.
To be fair,
Silent Hill.
it's the teaser is also rendered in such a way that it really looks that way.
Yeah, it was like static found footage kind of thing, which is why that idea was in my head.
The Super 3D has a nose. You're saying that like the Hyper 3D doesn't have a nose.
That's true. But again, this goes to why I think it's very funny that she's got all this effort into a 3D model, and she makes a big effort or a big show about like, I can move freely in this space. I'm surprised she didn't do a cartwheel.
True.
But it's just very funny because like the character and her are so visually similar, and she's obviously not afraid to do camera streams. So it's just very funny to me that like there's this whole ceremony around it. And we get back to like square one basically. We've achieved with Code Miko a 1-to-1 recreation of Kson, so that we can.
Soon we're gonna make something that's more Kson than Kson is.
Yes. Computers won't be able to tell the difference. They will think that the imitation is in fact the original.
It's like that new Google AI that passed the Turing test, and one of the employees quit Google and was like, they've created a sentient AI.
Yeah.
Anyways.
The AI told me it was sentient, so it must be.
Yeah. She was noseless for a good while, of course.
Yeah. Like I said, Yaman has a strong proclivity.
Cutscene Kson.
Yaman does not draw noses on his characters.
He really doesn't. You know what's cute though? No noses is cute.
That's why he does it, because it's cute.
Until you like really start turning your face, and then it becomes very obvious that there's no nose, and then you're like, what? There's no nose. No need for makeup in Super 3D. True.
Yeah. That's pretty much, I assume, her motivation, because she feels very strongly about needing to put makeup on whenever she does a face cam.
Which fair. Same. I say as it with no face cam.
A very strongly worded rule about like, please no screenshots or clips when I'm not wearing makeup. Which,
interesting.
I think is funny, but like obviously she takes it seriously.
That's funny. So. I love that that's one of the, like, I feel like she doesn't take a lot of things super seriously, but that's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna preach to her about how she should perceive herself, like whatever. If she wants to put on makeup, that's her prerogative.
That's great.
Obviously, I think she's very cute all the time, but if that's what she wants to do, that's what she wants to do. That's fine. All right. I think we're wrapping it up here, right? It's been almost 2 hours now.
Yes.
You should probably either go back to sleep or I don't know what. I will maybe catch you in like 9 hours for Forbidden Door. Which is
where I will keep deafened and muted as I watch Forbidden Door. Yes.
Yes. That's the plan here as well. The usual crowd is too rowdy.
Oh, can I tell you a story about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
One time. I've never. I think I've undeafened once, to be honest. Just mostly because I just put it on in the background, and frequently I'm watching it while I'm working. So, but one time, Farah joined the call because she wanted to watch, and she didn't realize that she needed to deafen. And for some reason, she also had the stream muted. She thought that the people talking were the announcers.
That's very funny.
She kept complaining about the announcers. Because she, first of all, couldn't even hear the wrestling. She could only hear the people talking. So she was just like complaining about the wrestlers. Like, they just make too many jokes. They're just like talking over the whole thing. She did not realize at all the whole time until afterwards when I told her about it. Oh my god, that will always.
I'm glad you and Farah have each other. You seem like a good pair. It makes a lot of sense that you're like good friends. Definitely have powerful energy with each other.
Well, it's just one of those things where if you know someone long enough, your frequencies vibrate to the same frequency.
Understand.
Anyways, you get the idea.
I do get the idea.
What is Forbidden Door? Is a wrestling event.
Yes. So the term Forbidden Door. Now we're gonna go into a different. Now it's time for another 2-hour stream where we get a deep dive about wrestling. Lua has a video about this already, but the term Forbidden Door is a reference to the like metaphysical door between wrestling promotions. So, for example, between All Elite Wrestling and WWE would be a forbidden door where like you're not supposed to have characters from one side walk through the forbidden door into the other one as the same character. I guess VTubing is kind of similar in that regard. If you were to retire from one promotion, you typically
is as far as company
up,
VTubers, sure, yeah.
You wouldn't show up as like, it's not gonna be like Nichi Sanji's own Amelia Watson, you know? It would be very unusual. Obviously collaborations happen, but I think like actually passing through as the character is unusual. So Forbidden Door tonight is a pay-per-view event where New Japan Pro Wrestling and All Elite Wrestling are gonna have some crossover matches in the crossover event of the century.
Correct me if I'm wrong, is there not a single Joshi wrestler?
What do you mean, is there not a single Joshi wrestler?
I mean, there's like a female wrestling match, but I didn't see it. I mean, I guess is there no?
I don't know what the card is tonight.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Fair enough.
That'd be a question for Yancha.
Okay.
I haven't really looked at the card.
I was hoping there would be a Stardom wrestler, but there's, as far as I can tell, not a one. So.
Is Stardom under New Japan?
Yeah.
Or is that a separate promotion?
I'm pretty sure it's under New Japan.
Okay.
I feel somewhat confident about stating this. Again, I should never be trusted, but I'm pretty sure that Stardom is under New Japan.
Sure.
And there's not a single one. I believe I looked at the card, and I think the only female match is Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm.
Ah, so not Japan.
Just not Japanese.
Yeah, gotcha.
Not even the Japanese members of AEW.
No.
Oh, it's exhausting. Lua is a known deceiver of man. Okay, let's go back to sleep. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Get out of here.
Goodbye,
Get
everyone.
out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. I'll see you
Good night.
Monday. No, Tuesday. I never show Monday. Tuesday. Goodbye.